majorly two things: late in delivery of their properties, then bad jobs by our engineers and artisans. Then the third one is in the area of increments, either in their fundamental fee and documentation. So we have identified three major issues. So the first one, which is the like the U-turn. We don't have much issue with U-turn. Most of the clients that are buying, fine. There might be some little delay, but not as pronounced as the other estates. Individually, it's a small extension and swimming pool. So some of the things that warranted those issues were able to identify that we are working to see how we can, because it's only a food that keeps doing things the same way and expect different results. So what do we things differently? So one of the things we've come up with is that going forward, for me, actually, this issue of developmental levy always got to be very bad shape clients. And the reason is, if you have a project that runs for, let's say, 24 months, and you have somebody coming to buy a property that you will have to spread for another 24 months. And most times, these clients, when they are not done with paying for their properties, they won't touch the developmental fee. So if it takes a client 24 months to pay for a particular project or product, so 24 months is 2 years, right? Because of the way this company is structured, if you buy things in January for certain amounts, it is definitely sure that it's not going to be the same amount this is September, right? September. So inflation. So for me, personally, I was of the opinion that we should stop taking developmental fee from many clients because it's easier that way. And if we have not taken developmental fee from you and you bought, let's say, 3-bedroom bungalow, we deliver the bungalow to you. Let's assume, okay, we want to do 100 units. After we are done with the 100 units and we are fully allocated to each all subscribers, okay, fine. The primary objection is for us to deliver what we are paying for, right? Now, since we got what we paid for, now let's see that let's come together. What kind of infrastructure do we want to be testing? We have different grades of infrastructure. Do you want it top notch? Do you want it basic? Do you want classic? Do you want executive? You understand? So it is easier once at the round table like that. Okay, let's make it another island. For example, the Bluestone extension. Most of the subscribers there wanted something different than what we have at the main Bluestone. They are like, coming together to be like, okay, we want bungalow at phase 2 proposed is 45 million. It comes with garage. It comes with the parapet now, the concrete facial. It comes with the window. It goes with the plaster, then the POP. And we're also thinking we should just paint as well. Because going forward, like I mentioned earlier, out of the three things we have identified, bad jobs, it's part of what I've put companies in a very bad state, some of our clients. So going forward, all we want to be doing is carcass. We finish. Let's go between and U-turn and be working for us. So we want to adapt to that model. So the other units will be doing at phase 2, going to be carcass. Then we started with 2.2 already, but because of the issues, we had to stop. Now we are moving back. So phase 2, the proposed price for phase 2, all inclusive, is 45. While the proposed price for 2.0 is 47.5. 3 bedroom. All inclusive. So So once you pay the money, you're not paying developmental, you're not paying survey, you're not paying for the everything is covered. You understand? Then the payment period too. We are looking at 12 months. I'm not really sure if it can be a bit flexible. Maybe 18 months, I'm not so sure, but I'm definitely sure we won't be able to do 24 months. So we are looking at 12 months. So and we want to see. So yeah, you see, I know marketing is not easy. It's not easy. And for some of us, this is the only thing we do. This is the only thing we do. So we are looking at a way to want to make sure that no matter how hard or how difficult it is, each and every, even if it's just one, everybody must sell.
Amen.
You see, fine, it is good and it is easy to say it, but you also have to put in the work as well. And let me explain. This thing is not very, very good. You understand? Marketing is not easy. But you see, if you have adopted a system or a pattern of marketing and it's not working for you, you have to change. It happens in the Bible where Peter was trying to fish and he has been toiling since. I don't know how fishermen have not fished before, I don't know how to operate. Maybe Emmanuel can help us out. So any other person from Nigeria. So you understand? So I don't know what time they get to their river or the venue of their fishing. But the Bible recorded it that the man was trying to fish. You understand? And somebody just came and said, why can't you just try it this way? So sometimes when you'll be trying something in a very particular way and it's not working, why can't you just change a little bit? You understand? So sometimes look at like the olden days, I don't know. I think some of you should be, aware of that as well. Our TV there, we normally tune out there. You understand? Somebody will be inside. Somebody will be outside. So most of these things are practical. We can apply some of these things to our personal life as well. Even personally, sometimes, when we're trying to do things in a particular way and it's not working, okay, let's change. You understand? So, why we give the clients opportunity to do what? To finish up their buildings to their phase. That is that on finishing. Then on developmental and like, if you notice some of our projects, we didn't take developmental level. That is the economy. You understand? So those ones that are buying, they will not hold us to anything. Do you understand? So by the time they are ready for development, you can now sit down at the round table to like find what kind of infrastructure do you want. All agree, then we move on with that. So basically, those are the three. Is there any other one I'm leaving out?